Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
So today we will see a new topic. The name of the topic is uniform continuous function, or uniformly continuous function, or uniform continuity. So in the last lecture we have seen intermediate value theorem. So what does it tells us? Suppose f is a continuous function on closed interval ab, then f assumes every value between its supremum and infimum. So this is known as intermediate value theorem. Okay, so now today we will see uniform continuity. This is a very important topic for university examination as well as competitive examination. So for NET, SLET, GATE, NBHM, in all this examination you can find out some question based on uniform continuity. So this is very important. Okay, so let's see, first of all let's understand the definition. So recall that we have seen the definition of continuity. Suppose A belongs to X and F is continuous at A. What does this mean? Roughly you can say that whenever X is very near to A, this should implies Fx is very near to F of A. So this is a particular point. So suppose this is one set X and this is R. So suppose I want to check the continuity at this point A. Now my point A is fixed. Okay. So if I take any point which is near to point A or neighboring point of A, here's f of A is somewhere here. Okay, then f of A must near to f of A, f of X. Okay, so here A is fixed. So now in uniform continuity what we are doing, we are not fixing point A. So this is a local property. Continuity is a local property, and uniform continuity it is a global property. Okay, now in case of uniform continuity, suppose this is a function from X to R. So I can say that f is uniformly continuous on X if I take any 2 point X and Y from the domain, Fx and Fy are very near. If I take X and Y very close to each other, Fx and Fy are close to each other, and this is true for all xy. Here I am not fixing point Y. Okay, so uniform continuity is a global property. Okay, so now let me first of all give the proper definition. So the topic is uniform continuity. So let f from X to R be a function where X is a subset of R. If for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0 such that whenever X minus Y less than delta, implies fx minus fy less than epsilon, and this is true for every xy belongs to x is true, then f is said to be uniformly continuous function on x. So uniform continuity is a global property. See, we are defining uniform continuity on x, not at point. See, this is a very crucial part. So uniform continuity is a global property. So note that continuity at a point is a local property. Continuity is a local property where as uniform continuity is a global property. Okay. See, I am not defining uniform continuity at a point. I am defining here uniform continuity on a set X, whole set X. So this should be true here for all X belongs to X. So, okay. So in terms of quantifier, f is uniformly continuous if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists delta greater than 0, such that for every xy from x, whenever x minus y is less than delta, fx minus fy, this should less than epsilon. Now let me count the bracket. This is first, second, third, fourth and fifth. So I should put how many bracket? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Abhay, do you understand? Abhay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
where is Abhay? Mr. Abhay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand the definition?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So the immediate question comes in our mind that I have now two concepts. Okay, first concept is continuity and second one is uniform continuity. So is there any relation between these two? I mean, can you say that every continuous function is uniformly continuous, or can you say that every uniformly continuous function is continuous? So one way is true, every uniformly continuous function is continuous. So let us see the proof of that result. Prove that every uniformly continuous function is continuous. So let's prove this one. So let me consider one function which is uniformly continuous. So let f from x to r be uniformly continuous function. Okay. So what is my claim? So therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0, such that for all xy belongs to x with modulus of x minus y less than delta, this should imply that fx minus fy, this should less than epsilon. This is true. Now what is my claim? F is continuous on x. So that is, f is continuous at every point of x. Clear? So I want to show that f is continuous at every point of x. So from where I should begin? Abhay.
Epsilon greater than 0.
No. When epsilon comes into the picture, whenever you want to check the continuity of a function at point, so first of all you need a point, and then only you should take epsilon and etc. Since I do not have any point still, so from where I should begin? Vaibhav.
पहले हमें कोई एक पॉइंट फिक्स करना पड़ेगा।
अभी समझ में आई बात। ये कैसी बात है अभय? मैं तुमको समझा रहा हूँ एक इलस्ट्रेशन से। आपको आपके नवसारी में घूम रहे हैं, 7 साढ़े 7 बज गए हैं, आपके गजवे में यानी कि पॉकेट में पैसे भी है, खाना खाने का मन हो रहा है, लेकिन आप जब रेस्टोरेंट के पास से पसार होंगे तभी आप खाना खाएंगे ना। तो ये रेस्टोरेंट है ना, वो क्या है? ये पॉइंट है। समझ में आई बात? सो लेट a belongs to x be arbitrary. Okay, so I want to show that f is continuous at a. Now I want to check continuity at point a, so therefore what should I show? For every epsilon greater than 0, I should able to find out some delta greater than 0 so that something happen. So now I should begin with epsilon greater than 0 be given. Okay, now I have one point a. So now by 1 is true for all xy belongs to x and for all epsilon. So since epsilon is my positive number, so by 1 there exists some delta greater than 0 so that, and this is true for all xy. So in particular it is true for y equal to x, y equal to a also. Whenever x minus a less than delta, this should implies that so therefore you can say that f is continuous at which point? A. Converse of this is not true, or therefore you can say that f is continuous since a is arbitrary, f is continuous on x. So uniform continuity implies continuity is clear, but the converse of this is not true, that there are functions which are continuous but they are not uniformly continuous. Okay, so I will give you one example, but before that let me take certain examples of uniform continuity so that you will get clear cut idea. Let us consider the first example. Let us take f. Okay, let f from R to R be defined as fx equal to 10x, x belongs to R. Prove that f is uniformly continuous. Okay, so now let's prove this. So here f is a mapping from R to R and fx is equal to 10x where x belongs to R. Okay, now I want to show that f is uniformly continuous. Okay, so from where I should begin? It is I want to show this f is uniformly continuous, that is I should show this. So from where I should begin? Epsilon greater than?
Epsilon greater than 0.
Yes. So let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Okay. We want to find out delta greater than 0 such that whenever xy from R with x y belongs to R, with mod of x minus y less than delta, this implies mod of fx. Okay, now what is my fx? Fx is nothing but 10x, so I let me write down 10x minus 10y. Clear? Do you understand? I want to find out delta so that this is true, and this is true for all xy. So now let us consider this estimation 10x minus 10y. Now let me take 10 common, you will get x minus y. I want this to be less than, see, x minus y is less than delta. I want this to be less than epsilon whenever this is less than delta. So what is the relation between epsilon and delta? Epsilon must equal to 10 delta, or delta should less than or equal to epsilon by 10. So now look at this. Therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta equal to how much? Epsilon by 10.
by 10.
So, and this is true for all xy, of course. There is no restriction on point, so that whenever x minus y less than delta, this implies that fx minus fy, this should less than epsilon, and this is true for all xy belongs to R. Therefore, f is uniformly continuous on R. Now let me take second example. X square plus 2x plus 3 0 4 to R be defined as x square plus 2x plus 3. This is a quadratic polynomial for every x belongs to closed interval 0 to 4. Okay, prove that f is uniformly continuous. So now let us see. So your function is from 0 4 to R, and what is the definition of the function? for all x belongs to, what is my claim? F is uniformly continuous. So let's begin with epsilon greater than 0 be given. We want to find out such that x minus y less than delta implies that fx minus fy minus y square minus 2y minus 3 less than epsilon. Clear? And for all xy belongs to with. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now let us consider this. So 3 gets cancelled actually. Fx minus fy. Now this is nothing but x square plus 2x plus 3 minus x square minus so 3 gets cancelled. Okay, x square minus y square plus 2 into x minus y. So from factorize this quantity, so you will get factor x minus y, x plus y plus 2 into x minus y. So actually now you can take x minus y common, and to second bracket here you will get x plus y plus 2. So in the first bracket, so I want this less than to be epsilon. Okay, so now I know I want relation between epsilon and delta. So I know how to bound x minus y. Modulus of x minus y I need less than delta, but I do not know how to bound x plus y plus 2. So Vaibhav, tell me, how can I bound x plus y plus 2?
એમાં સર ભાગ પાડવા પડશે કદાચ એના.
How can you, कैसे भाग कैसे करना? देखिए आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं इसको. Now apply triangle inequality. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now x and y come from close interval 0 to 4. So this is further less than or equal to 4 plus 4 plus 2. The reason is this, x and y are belongs to. So you will get this is equal to 10 times mod of x minus y. I want this less than epsilon. So epsilon equal to, what should I take? This is less than delta. So for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta equal to epsilon by 10, which is positive, such that for all xy belongs to close interval 0 to 4 with mod of x minus y less than delta implies modulus of fx minus less than epsilon. Clear? Therefore f is uniformly continuous function on closed interval 0 to 4. Understand?
Yes, sir.
मैं आपको एक दूसरी बात बताना चाहता हूँ, ये दोनों एग्जाम्पल में देखिए आपने जो डेल्टा फाइंड किया ना, इट इज जस्ट इट डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन एप्सिलॉन। देखिए एप्सिलॉन बाय 10 है, यहाँ पे देखिए एप्सिलॉन बाय 10 है, तो ये कोई पॉइंट y पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं है या x पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं है। तो एक चीज कंसिक्वेंस के हिसाब से आप देख सकते हैं कि वेन एवर यू वॉन्ट टू शो दैट f is uniformly continuous, your delta should be independent of point. All the time this is not true, but this is a consequence. आप कह सकते हैं कि अगर आपका डेल्टा पॉइंट से फ्री है और ओनली एप्सिलॉन पे डिपेंडेंट है, then definitely your function is going to be uniformly continuous. Okay, now let me take this example. Fx equal to x square. Already I have proved this thing. See, now let me take one example of function which is not uniformly continuous. So this is a very important example. Let f is a mapping from 0 to infinity to R be defined as fx is equal to 1 by x, x belongs to 0 to infinity. Prove that f is not uniformly continuous. I want to show that this is not a uniformly continuous function. Is f continuous, by the way? Bye. I'm asking you a question. Is 1 upon x is 1 upon x continuous?
नहीं सर,
Bye.
नहीं होगा,
है कंटिन्यूस
नहीं
भी
होगा।
नहीं है। अरे भाई
कंटिन्यूस तो होगा ना सर।
हाँ होगा, वी हैव प्रूव्ड दिस, और ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज डिफरेंशिएबल फंक्शन। उसका डेरिवेटिव क्या निकल के आता है, -1 ओवर एक्स स्क्वायर, एंड एवरी डिफरेंशिएबल फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस। सो ये 0 टू इन्फिनिटी पे कंटिन्यूस है, लेकिन हमें क्या प्रूव करना है? आप प्रूफ भी कर सकते हैं। कैसे प्रूव करेंगे कंटिन्यूटी? एप्सिलॉन लेके चले तो आप क्या कहें, एस्टिमेट 1 अपॉन एक्स माइनस 1 अपॉन ए, तो क्या निकल के आएगा? 1 अपॉन ए इंटू 1 अपॉन एक्स इंटू मॉड्यूलस ऑफ एक्स माइनस ए। ठीक है, मॉड्यूलस ऑफ एक्स माइनस ए लेस देन 1 ले लीजिए। ठीक है, और मिनिमम ऑफ 1 एंड समथिंग, और आई मीन you can show that 1 upon x is continuous. It's not difficult. So here f what is the definition of fx? X comes from open interval 0 to infinity. Claim is this: f is uniformly continuous. Suppose if possible f is uniformly continuous, and we will get some contradiction. Therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists some delta greater than 0, such that for all xy belongs to this interval, open interval 0 to infinity, with x minus y less than delta, modulus of fx minus fy, so 1 upon x minus 1 upon y, this less than epsilon. This is true. and this is true for all epsilon positive. So okay, in particular, let me take, since this is true for all epsilon greater than 0, it should be true for 1 greater than 0. There exists delta greater than 0 such that for every xy with x minus y less than delta implies 1 upon x minus 1 upon y less than epsilon. The reason by 1. Okay, I'm not writing here, it's clear. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So now you have, I have not keep epsilon as it is, I have just take one fixed number. I know 1 is a positive number. Okay, ये कब आप कह सकते हैं कि जब आपके पास एप्सिलॉन है तो ये ऐसा कुछ लिख सकते हैं। खाना रेस्टोरेंट के आगे पहुंच के कब खा सकते हैं कि आपके पॉकेट में मनी होनी चाहिए, यहाँ 1 रुपीज़ है, ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ है यहाँ पे। तो यहाँ पे देखिए 1 के लिए मुझे डेल्टा भी मिला यहाँ पे, ठीक है। नाउ आई हैव 1 पॉजिटिव नंबर डेल्टा। नाउ बाय आर्किमिडियन प्रॉपर्टी, नाउ सिंस डेल्टा इज पॉजिटिव, there exists n belongs to n or n not in n, you may take n not also, so you are habitual with, let me take capital N, n not, let me take n not in n such that 1 upon n not less than delta। यहाँ पे आप क्या करेंगे, x इक्वल टू ले लीजिए डेल्टा, देन x इज पॉजिटिव, और y इक्वल टू क्या ले लीजिए 1, 1 बिलोंग्स टू r, एंड अप्लाई आर्किमिडियन प्रॉपर्टी। दिस इज बाय आर्किमिडियन प्रॉपर्टी। समझ में आ रहा है nx ग्रेटर देन y वाली प्रॉपर्टी? भाई डू यू रिमेंबर?
यस सर।
हाँ फाइन। तो यहाँ पे देखिए मुझे ये डेल्टा था, उसके लिए मुझे n नॉट मिला। अभी मैं क्या करता हूँ, टेक, नाउ दिस इज ट्रू फॉर ऑल x एंड y, सो नाउ आई एम डिफाइनिंग नंबर x एंड y with the help of this n naught. Let me take x equal to, let us take 1 by n naught, y equal to 1 by 2 n naught, then x belongs to 0 to infinity, y belongs to 0 to infinity. Do you understand why this is true? Because n0 belongs to n, therefore this is positive and y is also positive. Okay, now let us consider x minus y. What is modulus of x minus y? This is 1 by n naught minus 1 by 2 n naught, so this is equal to 2 minus 1, that is 1 by n naught, equal to 1 upon n naught. No need to write mod because this is positive. 1 upon n naught is less than c. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So x minus y is less than delta. Therefore, since f is uniformly continuous, you can say that by 1 fx minus fy, 1 upon x minus 1 upon y, this should less than 1 epsilon, actually epsilon, but I have taken epsilon equal to, now let me again, here just let me write down 1, and here let me put a stands for Abhay, or let me say here clear. So by 1 I can say that 1 upon x minus 1 upon y less than 1, because I have found delta for 1 greater than 0. isn't it? Do you understand? And with the help of delta I have found n naught, and from that n naught I have taken 2 points. This is a crucial part, x and y. I have chosen particular number x and y. अगर ये देखिए यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस है तो ये सारे x के लिए ट्रू है। अभय
यस सर।
और कैसे होना चाहिए? x माइनस वाई लेस देन डेल्टा होना चाहिए, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे देखिए x माइनस वाई डेल्टा हो रहे लेस देन, ठीक है। तो 1 अपॉन एक्स माइनस 1 अपॉन वाई लेस देन क्या होना चाहिए? 1। बट let me estimate 1 upon x minus 1 upon y. What is 1 upon x? Reciprocal of this n naught. And what is 1 upon y? 2n naught. So actually minus n naught, that is n naught. N naught is always greater than equals to 1. Reason is this, n0 comes from which number? See, n comes from n. So therefore x minus y less than delta, but 1 upon x minus 1 upon y is greater than or does not less than greater than equals to 1. और यहाँ पे ये क्या होना चाहिए? क्या होना चाहिए? यहाँ पे
लेस देन 1.
less than 1. This does not less than 1, which is a contradiction. Therefore our assumption must be wrong. F is not uniformly continuous. Clear?
Yes sir.
प्रूफ देखिए, एग्जाम्पल। ये मुझे प्रूफ बहुत पसंद आ रही है, क्योंकि आप देखिए मैंने किस कंसेप्ट का यूज किया है यहाँ पे। एन नोट कहाँ से निकाला है? आर्किमीडियन प्रॉपर्टी से। देखिए समझ में आ रहा है। और मैंने पर्टिकुलर 1 ले लिया है, एप्सिलॉन मैंने फिक्स नहीं किया है। नंबर पॉजिटिव 1, नंबर 1 के लिए ये पूरा का पूरा एनालिसिस लिखा है। देखिए समझ में आ रही है प्रूफ? एक्चुअली दिस इज अ वेरी नाइस प्रूफ। Fine. So from this example, it is clear that continuous function may or may not be uniformly continuous. समझ में आया? वैभव?
हाँ सर आया.
So converse of this statement is not true. Every uniformly continuous function is continuous. I have proved this result, okay? But the converse of this is not true, and this is the counter example. You know that this is a continuous function which is not uniformly continuous, okay? Clear? Now let me consider another example. अब वह बोल रहा है सर ये एफ एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर का देखते हैं क्या होता है, क्या कहना है भाई आपका?
देखते हैं सर।
Prove that f is not uniformly continuous. So let's see this example. This is also very important example. So f is a mapping from R to R. What is the definition of fx? fx equal to x square. Contradiction के मेथड से हम प्रूव करेंगे. सपोज इफ पॉसिबल f is ये कंटिन्यूअस है कि नहीं? वैभव
कंटिन्यूस तो होगा ना सर?
है कंटिन्यूअस. ठीक है, ये देखिए कंटिन्यूटी हमने कैसे प्रूव की थी. सपोज यू वांट टू शो दैट f इज कंटिन्यूअस एट पॉइंट a, तो आपको क्या प्रूव करना होगा? व्हेनेवर x माइनस a इज लेस देन डेल्टा इंप्लाइज fx माइनस fa इज लेस देन एप्सिलॉन. अगर आपको तो ये एस्टिमेट करना पड़ेगा आपको. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? x माइनस a x प्लस a. तो ये आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं x माइनस a लेस देन और इक्वल टू, यहाँ पे कर दीजिए. और यहाँ पे अगेन आप ये लिख सकते हैं 2 mod a. क्लियर? डू यू
यस
अंडरस्टैंड? और ये लेस देन 1 ले लीजिए फॉर टाइम बीइंग. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? ये लेस देन क्या चाहिए आपको? डेल्टा. ये डेल्टा इंटू 1 प्लस 2 mod a, ये हो जाएगा एप्सिलॉन. तो डेल्टा आपका क्या हो जाएगा? मिनिमम ऑफ 1 एंड एप्सिलॉन अपॉन 1 प्लस 2 mod a. देखिए यहाँ पे डेल्टा किस पर डिपेंडेंट होगा? पॉइंट पे डिपेंडेंट हो रहा है. आपको समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ सर.
तो ये कंटिन्यूअस है, लेकिन मैं यहाँ पे शो करूंगा कि दिस इज नॉट यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस. यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस के लिए डेल्टा है ना, वो इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ दिस पॉइंट होना चाहिए. सो I will keep this thing as it is. Okay, suppose the possible f is uniformly continuous, therefore for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists delta greater than 0, so that for all xy belongs to R with mod x minus y less than delta implies mod fx, that is x square, minus y square less than epsilon. So therefore for epsilon equal to 1 greater than 0, or you may take 1, let me take I think 1, let's see, 1 greater than 0 there exists delta greater than 0, so that for all xy belongs to R with mod x minus y less than delta implies x square minus y square less than epsilon, it is 1. So let me say this to be 1. ये देखिए मैंने क्या फाइंड किया यहाँ पे? डेल्टा. नाउ फॉर डेल्टा ग्रेटर देन 0 by Archimedean property there exists some n naught in n such that what happen? 1 upon n naught less than डेल्टा. ये इसी हिसाब से मिलेगा. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैंने निकाला था ना, यहाँ पे रीजन बताया कैसे आप फाइंड कर सकते हैं. सो सेम रीजन इज हियर ऑल्सो. ये क्या हुआ? 1 upon n0 less than delta. So now let me consider or construct 2 point x and y. Take x equal to, let us take n naught, and let me take y equal to n naught plus 1 by n naught. Then x and y are real number. क्लियर? ये x मैंने कैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है? जो n नॉट मिला है ना उसको ही मैंने x बोल दिया. y मैंने क्या ले लिया है? n नॉट प्लस तो ये this makes sense since n0 belongs to n0 can never equal to 0, so this makes sense. Okay, now let us find out what is mod of x minus y. n0 minus 1 upon n0, so minus 1 upon n0, so this is equal to 1 by n0. This is less than delta. Actually this and 1 upon n0 is less than delta, but delta is positive, so no need to write here more because of this. Clear? Therefore by 1,
yes sir,
x square minus y square, that is equal to x square means n0 square, or by the way let me write in this manner. Now let us consider x square minus y square. Okay, let us see what happened. X square means n0 square minus y square means n0 plus. Clear? n0 square minus, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, n0 square plus n 2 times n0 into 1 upon n0, so this is equal to understand? Clear?
yes sir,
So this gets cancelled. तो ये नंबर हमेशा किन से बड़ा रहेगा? n0 belongs to n and n0 is positive, so this is always bigger than 2, isn't it?
yes sir,
But which is a contradiction to which one? This is less than, this must less than 1 if f is uniformly continuous, isn't it?
yes sir,
So which contradicts to therefore our assumption must be wrong. Or you can say that f is not uniformly continuous. On R. ठीक है, मैं देखिए अब क्या कर रहा हूँ, ये दो एग्जाम्पल्स है मेरे पास, एक ये है और ये दूसरा वाला ये है। मैं दोनों में थोड़ा थोड़ा चेंजेस करके अब दो नए एग्जाम्पल ले रहा हूँ। दीज टू एग्जाम्पल्स आर ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and let me check their continuity. Okay, so let us see to infinity. Okay, यहाँ पे देखिए मैं 0 है ना, ये कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, देखिए ये 0 है, तो यहाँ 0 मैंने इंक्लूड नहीं किया है, लेकिन ये इसका जो डोमेन है फंक्शन का ये है। अभी मैं क्या करता हूँ कि नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल में थोड़ा बहुत चेंज करता हूँ इसमें। Define f is a mapping from C to infinity and f is defined by fx equal to 1 by x, where x belongs to closed interval C to infinity and C is greater than 0. Prove that f is uniformly continuous function on, ये देखिए यहाँ पे जस्ट मैंने क्या किया, एक पॉजिटिव नंबर 0 से कोई भी बड़ा नंबर मैंने ले लिया और यहाँ स्लाइटली चेंज किया, तो ये कैसा बन गया आप देखो। ये हमें प्रूव करना है। समझ में आ रहा है? So f is a mapping from C infinity R and fx is equal to 1 by x. X belongs to C to infinity and my C is positive. What is my claim? So from where I should begin? Clear? और मुझे क्या फाइंड करना होगा? We want to find out so that for all x y belongs to C to infinity with modulus of x minus y less than delta implies fx, that is 1 upon x. Do you understand, Shreyansh?
यस सर।
जैसे मुझे डेल्टा ऐसा निकालना है, ठीक है, with the help of epsilon. So let us estimate this quantity and let me find out relation between delta and epsilon. Now 1 upon x minus 1 upon y, this is nothing but y minus x upon x into y. This is nothing but 1 upon x into y. You can write in this way also. The reason is this: x and y belongs to closed interval C to infinity, C greater than 0, therefore x and y greater than 0. ये पॉजिटिव है इसलिए मैं मॉड मैंने निकाल दिया है यहाँ से, ठीक है। नाउ I know how to bound mod x minus y. I know mod x minus y is less than delta. यहाँ पे प्रश्न ये दो नंबर के लिए ही रहता है, 1 upon x और 1 upon y को मैं कैसे बाउंड करूं। तो कुछ आइडिया आ रहा है आपको? देखिए ये मैं आपको बताता हूं, x और y कहां से है? ईडर से है कि गांधीनगर से है? हैं भाई, वो मैंने कुछ सुना नहीं।
सर इधर से भी नहीं है और गांधीनगर से भी नहीं है।
वेरी गुड। तो ये आपके पास है, देखिए C टू इन्फिनिटी, ठीक है। तो ये हुआ, ये पहले दो में मैं रेसिप्रोकल ले लेता हूं। तो 1 अपॉन सी ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 1 बाय एक्स होगा कि नहीं होगा?
होगा।
तो देखिए ये 1 अपॉन एक्स के बड़ा, एक्स से बड़ा नंबर क्या है? 1 अपॉन सी, और 1 अपॉन वाई से बड़ा नंबर क्या है? तो ये हो गया 1 बाई सी और ये हो गया मॉड एक्स माइनस वाई। सो आई वांट दिस लेस देन एप्सिलॉन। तो एप्सिलॉन मुझे क्या लेना चाहिए? एक्स माइनस वाई लेस देन डेल्टा है, ठीक है। So I have found one relation between epsilon and delta, and you can see that delta depends only on epsilon. C is a constant number. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, but it's positive number. So delta is independent of point. Therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, I have found delta equal to how much? C square times epsilon positive, such that whenever x minus y for all x y belongs to C to infinity with x minus y less than delta implies 1 upon x minus 1 upon y, this is less than epsilon. तो आप क्या बोल सकते हैं यहाँ से? तो ये हो गया यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन। तो अभी ये देखिए, मैं दूसरा वाला एग्जांपल है, ये वाला कहाँ गया मेरे पास था, यस, एफ एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स। यहाँ पे मैं आर डोमेन में है ना, मैं उसको रिप्लेस कर देता हूँ कोई क्लोज इंटरवल से। लेट मी रिप्लेस दैट नंबर बाय okay. नंबर क्या है एग्जाम्पल का, मुझे भी नहीं पता है। So let us take this example. F is from minus C to C to R, and the definition of fx is just fx equal to x square. X belongs to minus C to C. Prove that f is uniformly continuous. पहले हमने प्रूव किया है कि इफ आई कंसिडर दिस सेम फंक्शन फ्रॉम larger set from R to R, then I have proved that this is not a uniformly continuous function. Okay, ये देखिए यहाँ पे ग्राफ, ये फंक्शन है ना, इसका ग्राफ आपको पता है कैसा होगा, 1/x का। और ये तो पैराबोला है, एफ एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर। देखिए minus C is somewhere here and plus C is somewhere here. So your domain of the function is this much. ठीक है, so f assumes this many values only. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So point coordinates of this point is c square, and here the coordinates are minus C. Oh, let me share again. So what are the coordinate of this point? C and C square. Here minus C. Clear? R पे ये यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूस नहीं था, हमने प्रूव किया है, क्योंकि हमने R से माइनस C टू C रिप्लेस कर दिया है। तो so f is a function from minus C to R, fx is equal to x square. Now I want to show that f is uniformly continuous. So let us begin with we want to find out delta greater than 0 such that for all xy belongs to minus c to c with mod x minus y less than delta implies fx minus fy, this should less than epsilon. Clear? So now tell me from where I should begin. अभय, आपको आइडिया आना चाहिए कि अब मुझे कहाँ से शुरुआत करनी चाहिए.
epsilon greater than 0.
यस,
Epsilon greater than 0.
ये एप्सिलॉन तो मैंने ले लिया है यार. अब आपने खाना खा लिया है, पानी भी पी लिया है, तो आपको पान खाने की जरूरत है. तो देखिए ये एस्टिमेट करना होगा ना भाई.
fx minus fy.
oh, fx मीन्स एक्स स्क्वायर, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा. So this is x minus y, this is x plus y. Now I know how to estimate this. So just I need to bound this x. Now what is the upper bound for mod x? See, this is further less than or equal to. I will keep first as it is. Mod x is less than c. Okay, c is positive. Okay, so this is c and this is c. So the reason is this: mod x is less than or equal to c, mod y less than or equal to c. So I want this less than epsilon, and whenever mod x minus y less than delta, so ये क्या हो जाएगा, delta into 2c. समझ में आ रहा है? Therefore for every epsilon greater than 0, I found delta. What is value of delta? From here you can say that delta is nothing but such that for all xy belongs to minus c to c, this with mod x minus y less than delta implies x square minus y square less than epsilon. Clear? Therefore f is uniformly continuous function on minus c to c where c is positive. तो देखिए ये एग्जाम्पल तो सेम ही है, लेकिन यहाँ पे देखिए आर में कर देता हूँ माइनस सी की जगह पे कैपिटल आर, देन दिस फंक्शन इज नॉट यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस. ओके, बाद में मैं आपको ये एग्जांपल्स, आपको कुछ पैटर्न समझ में आ रही है. देखिए ये एग्जांपल में देखिए, अब एफ एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स पर कंटिन्यूअस तो है, लेकिन यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस नहीं है. आर के आर, if you consider f from r to r, लेकिन if you consider f from any closed interval to r, now you can see from this that this becomes uniformly continuous. Okay, then let me show you another example. See, what is domain of this function?
closed interval 0 to 4.
Oh, so domain is closed interval and this becomes continuous. So here domain is r, this is not closed interval. In this example as well as in this example, the last one, if domain is closed interval and f is a continuous real valued function, then it becomes uniformly continuous. So the general result is this: every continuous function on closed interval is uniformly continuous. So this is a very important result. Every continuous function on a closed interval is uniformly continuous. Now let me again put one example in the homework. Fx equal to, define x minus 1 upon f from fx equal to x minus 1 upon x plus 2. Prove that f is uniformly continuous. ये मैं बता देता हूं आपको प्रूव करके, ठीक है। देखिए यहाँ पे डोमेन क्या है, डोमेन इज नॉट क्लोज इंटरवल, दिस इज क्लोज ओपन, स्टिल इट इज यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन। देखिए मेरा फंक्शन मैं लिखता हूं यहाँ से, what is definition of the function fx is equal to x minus 1 upon x plus 2. I want to show that this is uniformly continuous, so let me begin from epsilon. We want to find out delta greater than 0 such that for all x y belongs to closed interval 0 to infinity with mod of x minus y less than delta. This implies fx minus fy, that is x minus 1 upon x plus 2, y minus 1 upon y plus 2, this must less than epsilon. So now from where I should begin? This. So now let xy belongs to 0 to infinity with, let me estimate this, x minus 1 upon x plus 2 minus y minus 1 upon y plus 2. Okay. So now what is LCM, by the way? Oh boy.
sir.
LCM.
LCM x plus 2 into y plus 2.
Yes. So here I should put x minus 1, y plus 2, y minus 1, x plus 2. Understand? So let me expand this bracket. So here x plus 2 into y plus 2. So what is the product of this? X into y plus 2x minus y minus 2 minus x into y plus 2y minus x minus 2. So xy plus and xy minus, this gets cancelled. Okay. And then 2 gets cancelled, minus 2, and this minus 2 gets cancelled. So finally what will be the term in the numerator? See, this is 2x minus 2x plus x, so 3x. This is minus y and minus 2y. Understand? So this is 3 into mod x minus y upon mod x plus 2. Do you understand? I want this less than, I know how to bound mod x minus y. See, now look at the denominator. X and y are come from 0 to infinity. Therefore, x greater than equals to 0, y greater than equals to 0. Add 2. And y plus 2 is also greater than equals to 2. Now take its reciprocal. Do you understand? So what is the bound for 1 upon x plus 2?
1/2.
And also 1 by 2. So I want this less than epsilon. So, and whenever this less than delta, so this is delta by 4. So therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta equal to 4 by 3 epsilon, such that whenever x with mod x minus y less than delta implies mod fx minus fy less than epsilon. So you can see that f is uniformly continuous. Okay, now let me put you some exercise. Fx equal to sine 2 pi by x. Then fx equal to x cube from minus c to c. Okay. So now there are certain questions that let me ask you certain questions. The first one is this: is sum of two uniformly continuous function is uniformly continuous? Their product, their division, all the questions can be asked. Okay, and the answers are in affirmative. आप कह सकते हैं कि सम है वो यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूस है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन भी है. ठीक है, तो ये एल्जेब्रा ऑफ यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन में आपको प्रूव कराने वाला नहीं हो, लेकिन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट है। एवरी continuous function on closed interval is uniformly continuous। एग्जामिनेशन के लिए तो इम्पोर्टेंट है, लेकिन फॉर एप्लीकेशन पर्पस इट इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल प्रूव दैट रिजल्ट, एंड ये तीसरा यूनिट आपका ख़त्म हो जाएगा वही रिजल्ट के साथ ही, क्योंकि अभी एक ही रिजल्ट बाकी है, वो हमें प्रूव कर दूंगा तो ये यूनिट ख़त्म हो जाएगा। तो ये आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ से कि कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन में 4 रिजल्ट्स है, लास्ट 4 वाले, वो चारों के 4 क्लोज इंटरवल पे डिफाइन है। तो पहला हमने प्रूव किया था, क्या प्रूव किया था भाई, एवरी कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑन क्लोज इंटरवल इज बाउंडेड, वो हमने प्रूव किया था। बाद में हमने क्या प्रूव किया, एवरी कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑन क्लोज इंटरवल अटेन्स इट्स बाउंड्स, ये प्रूव किया था। बाद में क्या प्रूव किया था, तो बाद में हमने इंटरमीडिएट वैल्यू थ्योरम प्रूव किया था, एवरी कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑन क्लोज इंटरवल टेक्स एवरी वैल्यू बिटवीन इट्स इन्फिमम एंड सुप्रीमम, ये हमने प्रूव किया था। और नेक्स्ट टाइम हम ये प्रूव करेंगे कि एवरी कंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन ऑन क्लोज इंटरवल इज यूनिफॉर्मली कंटिन्यूअस। ओके, सो वी एंड आवर मीटिंग। गुड बाय।
गुड बाय सर।